James Buchanan Bucky Barnes has one of the most powerful arcs in the MCU. From feared assassin to a man seeking redemption, his story reflects something deeply human, the fear that we're beyond forgiveness. But Bucky's arc shows that healing is possible even if you weren't fully in control of the damage you caused. Here is Bucky's journey so far leading into Thunderbolts. Captain America: The First Avenger. We first meet Bucky as Steve Rogers' best friend. Taller, cooler, charming, and everything scrawny Steve isn't. A protective older brother figure, Bucky heads to war while Steve is repeatedly denied enlistment. After Steve becomes Captain America, he finds out Bucky has been captured by Hydra. On a rescue mission, Steve saves Bucky, and Bucky is shocked to see who his new friend has become. During missions with the Howling Commandos, we start to see Bucky's darker side, a sniper who does the dirty work. On a later mission towards the end of the film, the Howling Commandos try to take over a high-speed train. Bucky falls from the side of a mountain, seemingly to his death. Or so we think. Next run to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, we learn that Bucky survived and became a mysterious assassin known as the Winter Soldier, used by Hydra to carry out covert killings for over 50 years. He's brainwashed, frozen, and reactivated as needed. Never aging, never free. Steve eventually confronts him in one of the best action scenes in the MCU. Hearing his name, a piece of Bucky returns, but he's still trapped under Hydra's control. In the end, he saves Steve from drowning, then disappears again. After a small tease in Ant-Man, we catch up with Bucky in Civil War. He's on the run, framed for bombing and killing King T'Chaka. Steve believes that Bucky had nothing to do with this, and he risks everything to protect him, even if it means breaking up the Avengers. Things get even worse when Zemo uses Hydra's trigger words to reactivate the Winter Soldier. When Bucky finally regains control, he leads Steve and Tony to a hidden Hydra base, but it's a trap. Zemo shows Tony footage of the Winter Soldier murdering his parents. Steve begs Tony to understand. It wasn't really Bucky, but Tony can't let it go. A brutal fight follows. Bucky loses an arm. Tony loses a friend, and Steve leaves the shield behind. Bucky and Cap flee to Wakanda, where Bucky begins his long path to healing. At the end of Black Panther, we see a glimpse of Bucky adapting to a quiet life in Wakanda. No longer a weapon, just a man recovering. And it's in Wakanda again during Avengers Infinity War. When Thanos invades, Bucky is ready, armed with a new vibranium arm. He fights alongside his Avenger friends and the Wakandans, but he gets dusted by the snap in the end. During the big culmination, Avengers Endgame, Bucky returns for the final battle against Thanos. Afterwards, he quietly steps aside, encouraging Sam to take up Cap's shield. This small moment shows how far Bucky has come, humble, supportive, and self-aware. It's on Disney Plus where we see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We finally get to see Bucky trying to live a real life. He's taking part in therapy as part of his plea deal to re-enter society. He's crossing names off of his list, trying to make amends, but it's not easy. Catching criminals is simple. Asking for forgiveness is brutal. The show explores his trauma, his guilt, and his complicated relationship with Sam, who's wrestling with the legacy of the shield. The show gives Bucky a solid arc, but stumbles in one major way. The final title card says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Bucky had earned a new identity, and Marvel chose not to show it. Our last encounter with Bucky on the big screen was during Captain America: Brave New World. We now learn that Bucky is stepping into a new role, not just with fists, but with purpose. He's running for Congress, aiming to make a change through leadership, not violence. That's growth. That's redemption. Bucky's arc in the MCU mirrors that of Saul of Tarsus, once a killer, transformed by the redemptive power of love and forgiveness, then devoting his life to helping others through the spread of the gospel. It's rare to see a redemption arc handled this well, which is why Thunderbolts has fans nervous. We don't want another Thor: Love and Thunder situation where the character goes on yet another journey to find himself. Bucky earned peace. Don't regress him. Build on him. I'm excited to see Bucky on the screen again, but like many fans, I'm cautiously optimistic. What do you think? Are you hyped for Thunderbolts? Or are you feeling MCU fatigue? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe. Peace.